All goes it, everybody. My name is Howitzer, and welcome back to SnowRunner. And today we have this one, the Z2 Daedalus 3. ZXP 990 brings us this one, and usually I don't know what vehicles he's kind of going after with his mods, but I've actually seen pictures of this one, and this one's modeled after the Chevrolet Turbo Titan, a prototype vehicle back in the 60s. For some reason, back in the 60s, America had a hard-on for turbines and jet engines and stuff, I don't know. And they tried to incorporate that into some of their vehicles. Of course, you see how that worked out. So this was an actual, real thing. They actually built this. It actually ran and drove, apparently. But as far as this goes, let's see what we can do to this thing. All right, for engines. Well, I guess right away I'm just gonna go with the Z2 engine stage 3. Gearbox, we got special, fine-tune, advanced special, and multi-purpose. I think we're just gonna go with advanced special for now. Suspension. We do have an active for a stock. I'm not sure why it's locked. Maybe I'll figure that out later on. Tires. Well, I think we're going to do the 43-inch Z2s. That'll be the best option for us, I think. Winch, you got the stock heavy extended advanced twin motor. You got the Z240 and the Z220. We'll go with the 40. Frame add-ons, all you have is saddle high and saddle low, because this thing was only made to pull a semi-trailer. That was it. We'll put the high on there for now, sure. Right, for visuals, we have miscellaneous. Looks like you can put the little antenna on the one side. I can't turn the truck, but it's over there on the passenger side. I'll put it on there, sure. And I suppose you can take the logo off if you really want to. Rooftop, you got the park lights. We'll put those on there because that actually looks more like the real thing. Colors, you can change up the color if you want to, but I think I'll go with the like the stainless, the brushed stainless look. Of course, you can do bobbleheads and other accessories too. Let's go see how this thing does. I couldn't figure out the suspension, but maybe we don't need it. I don't know. Well, I mean, the model certainly doesn't look all that bad. Take a look at the inside. I've never seen pictures of the interior of this thing, but I'd have to imagine that it's probably fairly similar. Now, of course, he has it to where there's like a little bit of an engine sound. That wouldn't be that wouldn't be a thing if this was the real life truck. Diff lock is on all the time. It's nice to see. And it should pull all the big boy trailers. Yep. Or maybe we'll have to use the trailer, huh? The actual trailer that goes with the truck. Yeah, we'll take a look at that later. Let's go see how it does on its own first. I do kind of wonder how this thing actually did pull in a trailer. But I think they only made literally one of them, and it got destroyed back in the 60s as well. We'll put it in all-wheel drive right away. Well, even though the ground clearance is kind of shit, the tires just kind of help us along. And this is a slow transmission. Let's take it down into Swampy Town. I have a feeling it's not going to do all that bad just because the tires are so good. I do wish I could get it off the ground just a little more, but that's okay. We'll just kind of plow through here. You know, going through the water without seeing the tires, it looks like a fucking boat. It looks like a little tugboat. Oof, yeah, you get kind of deep there. There was no option for a snorkel or anything. Hopefully we don't end up screwing it up in the deep spot over there. Over the down tree's real nice. This goes to show that tires kind of make it. Okay, even through the deep spot wasn't all that bad. I thought we were gonna get in trouble there. Yeah, this thing's actually doing really well. You're not gonna do anything very fast with this one, it seems like, but it certainly does seem like it's gonna take you through some pretty nasty stuff. I would actually probably use this as a heavy hauler for sure. Just, well, I do have all the OP options on, I guess, but it will get you pretty goddamn far. Comes the river. See how it does the river. I wasn't really paying attention, but I think we really didn't come out of 5th gear. It pretty much stayed in 5th gear the whole time. It did really well. It did that really, really well, actually. Let's go do some other stuff. Yeah. Yeah, this is not very fast. Let's see how it does doing a little bit of crawling once, huh? Ah, oh boy. Let's see if we can actually get up this thing over here. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh. Can I recover it? Oh. Oh, shit. See if I can get a hold of something here and then get me on my side. There we go. Let me try that again. All right. Well, yeah. Actually did that really well. The wheelbase is kind of short, but we don't have a lot of ground clearance. Oh, wait. Oh. Ooh, actually. Are we actually going to be able to get it up there? This thing acts weird when it's trying to climb. Come on. Oh, no. Come on, get your big ass up there. I guess we'll just kind of go up over this way. What? It did it. I mean... Oh... Uh-oh. I might be stuck here. Help me! There we go. See if I can actually get out of here. Nah, we'll just back off the damn thing. There we go. Alright, I gotta try that other rock face once. Alright, place your bets. What do you think? Think it's gonna go up? Oh, man. Oh, I'm gonna go back. Oh, Oh, I'm actually going to roll right back onto my wheels. All right. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to do that. There's no way. And I really don't want to sit here and waste all my time trying to find the right line and all that. So we'll just move on down the rock over here and see if we can get this thing up the rock. I don't know if it's going to even do this. Oh. All right. Well, I guess rock crawling is not its forte. And unfortunately, I don't think he really offers like a highway transmission where I could actually probably get some speed out of it. So I don't think we're going to be able to do that either. I guess we'll just go straight into towing a trailer. All right. I grabbed the trailer and the Kitty 680. And let's go see how this thing does. I was going to use the trailer that like comes with the truck, but I don't really have a way of like gauging how much that weighs. And I kind of want to see how this thing will do against, well, I mean, some of the other trucks that I've tested. So I got this combo instead. But one thing I did figure out, that's where the headlights are. They're in like the turbine pickup. It's fucking cool. Yeah, this thing's fucking sweet. I have noticed though, with this truck and trailer, the front end is very, very light. So hopefully it's not going to do too bad. And this is going to be a slow fucking ride. This thing is not fast. Well, I guess the first obstacle, is it going to do the hill? It dropped out of 5th. Yep, the front end is a little light, but I think the tires and everything are good enough where it's not going to give us too many issues. I can't steer worth a shit, but yeah, it pulled it up the hill. I don't think this is kind of what he intended this to do. But I gotta see. I gotta know. You put OP options on a truck, I'm gonna fucking test it. So far, it seems to be handling it pretty decent. Let's see if we bury the front end on the downhill here. Just a little bit. Not actually as bad as what I thought it was going to. And what's kind of nice is the truck is very low to the ground. Like as far as like body wise, you know, there's obviously not much suspension travel, but it's got a really, really low center of gravity. And we're gonna bottom out the trailer. Oh, I just remembered. That's a thing. But it makes enough power, and the tires are good enough that it just pulled through it. Yeah, this thing's actually doing really, really well. I'm quite surprised. This truck was never meant to do any sort of off-roading. It was highway only. All right, I think I'm actually going to try it. I think we'll try and get her up the hill. I don't know how well this is going to work because I can't really steer it all that well. But it's, oh boy. Oh no, not this way. Oh boy. Jesus. Come on, put the front end down. I need to turn. Oh. There we go. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah. That is actually really impressive. Yeah, the front end is very, very light. Keep that in mind. I gotta try and turn this goddamn thing around. Alright, that actually wasn't all that bad. That was easier than what I thought it was gonna be. Well, let's send it on down the hill here. I know it's not very fast. It's probably gonna be pretty boring. But, ooh, it's all the faster I can really go with this particular truck, so. They're pretty stable. I do wish this would go just a little faster. Yeah, it might be a little slow, but goodness, it seems like it'll pull a hell of a lot. Certainly doesn't seem to mind this combo. Yeah, this thing's actually quite impressive. I was a little worried in a couple spots because it's not easy to turn this thing when fucking front wheels ain't on the ground, but it's definitely it pulls itself around really well. Very, very interesting concept from back in the day. Kind of shit that people were thinking of back then. It was crazy. Of course, I don't think that really, correlates with what you can do in this game. The shit you can do in this game is very, very unrealistic, but I've seen all I need to see with this one. Well, that was the Z2 Daedalus 3. What an interesting mod. I really, really like how he chooses vehicles that are just a little different. You don't really see them, I think he did a good job with this one. The model looks really, really close. And like I said, I used all the OP options, but for being that it's, not all that far from the ground, it did okay, actually. It certainly will pull some shit. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Good job with this one. I didn't mind it. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Hit that subscribe button for me as well. And I will hopefully see you in the next one.